What if I told you that one single sentence from Manchester United's manager shocked the entire dressing room and made headlines around the world? A sentence so brutal, so honest, that even senior players like Christian Eriksen were left thinking, "Oh no, here we go again, another headline." Today we're diving into the explosive comments from Ruben Amarim, why he called this Manchester United side maybe the worst in history, and how the players really reacted behind closed doors. Trust me, this story is way deeper than you think. Let's rewind to November 2024. Manchester United were struggling. Results were inconsistent. Old Trafford was restless. That's when Ruben Amarim arrived from Sporting CP, bringing with him a rigid 3-4-3 system, a bold vision, and most importantly, a level of honesty that English football was not ready for. Amarim didn't sugarcoat anything, not the performances, not the players, not the situation. And then came January 19th, 2025. Manchester United lose 3-1 to Brighton at Old Trafford, their fourth defeat in 5 home games, just 11 points since Amarim took over from Erik ten Hag. That's when Amarim said the unthinkable. In the post-match press conference, Amarim looked straight at the media and said, "We are maybe the worst team in history of Manchester United." 147 years of history. Busby, Ferguson, Champions League nights, treble winners, and suddenly this team is labeled the worst. The media exploded, pundits went crazy, fans were divided. But what about the players? That's where Christian Eriksen comes in. Speaking to the Times, Eriksen didn't hold back, and his verdict? Yeah, that didn't help. Yeah, that didn't help at all. Eriksen explains that some things should be said inside the dressing room, not in front of microphones. Because when you say it publicly, you don't just criticize performances, you add pressure, you add labels, you create another storm around players who are already struggling. Eriksen admitted the squad's reaction was basically, "Oh, here we go again, another headline." Not motivation, not inspiration, just exhaustion. Eriksen goes even deeper. He talks about the noise around Manchester United. Former players, TV pundits, social media, fans worldwide, everyone has an opinion. And when the manager himself adds fuel to that fire, the pressure becomes unbearable. Eriksen said something crucial. "If you could shut out everything else, I think you would be able to succeed. But at Manchester United, you never can." Now here's where the story gets interesting. Despite the criticism, despite the frustration, Eriksen actually defended Ruben Amarim. He praised his honesty. He said Amarim was very, very, very honest with him from day one. Amarim came in with a clear idea, specific players, specific positions, one system, the 3-4-3. And that system required huge changes because historically, United never played like that. Even when Amarim finally switched to a back four, like in the 1-0 win over Newcastle on Boxing Day, it showed he was still learning, still adapting. Brutal honesty, but also total conviction. Christian Eriksen would eventually leave Manchester United in July after 107 games, 8 goals, and 19 assists, mostly playing deep in midfield, often trying to bring calm to chaos. Now at Wolfsburg, Eriksen looks back with clarity, and his message is simple. Was Amarim wrong? Was he right? That's not the point. The real question is, can brutal honesty rebuild Manchester United, or does it break them even more? Because at this club, every word matters. So now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Christian Eriksen, or do you think Ruben Amarim was right to say it exactly how it is? Drop your opinion in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more Manchester United stories you won't hear anywhere else. This is Manchester United.